Hello students, how are you all? I hope all of you are so amazing. So I, Rajni Mamgai, welcome you here at the Physics Wala Gulf, and we are going to see the recap of the strategy for enhancement in food production. I hope you are seeing all the past lectures also, and in case you are having any queries, you can write down in the comment box. I hope you are doing well in your life and in your studies. So you don't have to stop anywhere. You have to do hard work every day. You have to do your best every day, and leave the result. Don't think about the result, right? Don't stress out yourself. You just do the best every day for your exams, and you will see that you are actually gaining so much confidence, right? So bacha, now we are just going to see the summary of this chapter. So this chapter has two parts: plant breeding, which you are going to see in the botany, and animal husbandry, that you are going to see here in the zoology. So when we talk about animal husbandry, in which we just breed and raising the livestock, livestocks are domesticated animals, cattles, that is giving to that are giving benefit to us. So we are just rearing, caring them, and we know that it is the science plus art. And what is the demand? Why do we need animal breeding or animal husbandry? Because we know population is growing, so we need to give them food, right? We need to fulfill their demand, so for that we need to increase the productivity also. So animal husbandry is just to increase the productivity. Animal husbandry deals with the rare care of the livestock having all the cattles, but we have extended this field to these poultry farming, fisheries, beekeeping, right? Sericulture means this worm, the silkworm, rearing, caring, right? Fisheries include the rearing, caring of the aquatic plants and animals for the benefit, because people consume these things. And next, when we talk about these different organisms, so we are just, since immemorials, mean since ages, we are rearing, caring these animals and getting benefit out of them, right? So that is the part of animal husbandry. We know that 70% cattles are present in the livestock are there in the India and the China alone, but their productivity is only 25%, which is again very less. So if you see, the world cattles are there, 70% world cattles are there, but their productivity is only 25%. So that means the productivity per unit is very less. So we have to increase the productivity, and for that we have to we have to do the dairy farm, right? Dairy farm management. So dairy farm management is to be done to increase the quality and quantity of the product, right? So how to do that? So we will select the good breed. Good breed means superior breed. Superior means, the male having so powerful gene, means disease resistant gene. Female is very good producer, milk producer. So when we made them, and the animals which will the breed, the hybrid that will be produced will be superior to both. So that is what exactly we want. Plus we have to maintain the disease free environment. We have to give them proper nourishment. So we know that these cattle are so large and they'll be eating huge food. So we have to make their food in such a way that they are having the fodder, straw, which is the fibers. So fibers to fill their belly, having the maximum part of the fibers in the food, and some part of the concentrates also. So roughage and concentrate. So their feeding habit, we have to feed them in such a way that it should have the proper nourishment also. So roughage to fill their belly, like straw, fodders, and all the roughage, right? All the fibers are to fill their belly, and then we are having the concentrates. Concentrates means we are using certain green leaves or other nourishment that will be providing them proper protein, proper fat, or proper sugar, etc., for their good development. So we just feed them in a scientific manner, right? So that we can increase their productivity. We have to take care of their hygiene and cleanliness. That is again very important. We need to make a room or make a storage house to keep the huge amount of milk, or to store the huge amount of milk, right? And next, we know that many things are basically mechanized now. So we are using the machines, which reduces the chance of direct contact of the produce with the handler. So this is basically happening nowadays. So that means we actually, but still we require the proper proper cleanliness, proper hygiene. Still we need proper cleanliness and hygiene, proper record of them, right? So breeding of animals is an important aspect of animal husbandry because we want to increase the productivity, we want to improve the desirable quality. So suppose this is the male animal, female animal having the superior character, so we just want to breed them, right? So that is the animal breeding. So what is the breeds actually? So group of animals which are having the common ancestry, they have the same configuration, same shape or almost same size, right? Same features, appearance. So these belong to one breed. So that means it is having a breed. So we know dogs have different breeds. So you can see both all of them are looking very different. They have different size, different body building, right? Different type of body, different type of ancestry, different type of, everything. So they look very, very different. So that means they are of different breed, right? Same breed means they are having the same character, general appearance, feature, size, configuration, common ancestry. So these are the common, these are Jersey is very, very good breed of the cattle, and Leghorn is the good breed of the chickens. So yeah, how to do, I mean, what is the animal breeding method? So two animal breeding methods are there. One is inbreeding, one is outbreeding. As the name suggests, inbreeding means we are breeding the animals who are having the common ancestry for 4 to 6 generation. So they are having the common ancestry. They are having the common parents. And outbreeding means we are breeding animals who are having different ancestry, or they are don't have the common ancestry, or they can be of different species. Means outbreeding means we are just trying them to keep, or trying them to trying to create the differences, right? Variations. So, inbreeding refers to the mating of more closely related individuals within the same breed for 4 to 6 generation. Means they are having the common parents. For 4 to 6 generation, at least they are having the common parents. So, why are we doing this inbreeding? We are doing the inbreeding. So, suppose this is the good variety, superior variety, and this is their offspring. So suppose they have got this male offspring, female offspring, we will again mate them together, and then they will be having kids. Now we will mate their kids together. So why we are doing this in breeding? Why we are mating the closely related animals? So that we can get the homozygous character. Homozygous means suppose both the dominant allele will come together and form the homozygosity to form the pure line. Pure line means dominant and the most productive one, right? So this inbreeding strategy where the superior male, superior female of the same breed are identified and mated in pair. Why we are doing so? So that the best character or best pure line homozygous character can be created. So what is the quality of superior gene? Superior female in case of the cattle will be good milk producer, and superior male bull will be like very active, will be very strong, will be producing strong progeny, or will be disease resistant, right? Will be very powerful. So that is the superior one. So in breeding, increase the homozygosity. I have told you what is homozygosity. This, right? So this inbreeding is necessary to evolve the pure line in any animal. And inbreeding also expose recessive alleles sometimes. So suppose we are continuously mating the animal, so they will form some offspring with pure line and some with the recessive allele. So this will actually cause the danger, because these recessive gene are eliminated sometime, and homozygous characters are formed. But sometime what happen, when both the recessive allele come together, they will create certain disease, or they will decrease the productivity, right? So in that case, if we are doing them selection, if we are doing mating them continuously, then they can cause this condition also, and which is dangerous, right? So we want to eliminate the harmful recessive gene. That is our purpose. Also accumulation of superior gene and elimination of less desirable gene, this is our purpose. So that means we just want to increase the productivity, and that's why we are doing so. So what is the inbreeding depression? So suppose this is one male, one parent, other parent. This is the dangerous recessive allele, right? So we have mated them, and we have got all these offspring with the characters. They are having pure line, but they are recessive, and we breed them together. So when we breed them together, sorry, this is the other breed. So suppose we breed these offspring together, which is the offspring of these two parents. So there is the chances that such animal will be produced. and this animal will be having less productivity. So means in case of continuous inbreeding depression can happen. Recessive allele can get accumulated sometime and will reduce fertility and productivity, which is again very dangerous, no? So in order to overcome this inbreeding depression, in order to overcome this condition, we need another breed. We need other breed to overcome this condition, to overcome this inbreeding depression. So we will see what exactly need to be done. Now we will see the, after this we will see the outbreeding, right? So what is outbreeding? Outbreeding means unrelated animals are mated, right? So between individual of same breed, they can be of same breed but without any common ancestor. They should not have any common ancestor at least for 6 to 7 generation, right? So that is basically, yeah, that is known as outcross, right? So outbreeding has 3 parts. One is known as outcrossing. Outcrossing means we are using the same breed but they should not have any common ancestry. Another one is the crossbreeding, means we are just mating 2 different breeds, known as crossbreeding. This is the second part of outbreeding. And third is interspecific hybridization, in which we are using the different species. So first of all, why the crossbreeding is done, right? Why outcrossing is done? So first part of outbreeding is the outcrossing. So first type of outbreeding is outcrossing. Outcrossing means we are using the same breed, but they should not have any common ancestor at least for 4 to 6 generation in their pedigree analysis, in their pedigree, in their Mendelian characters, right? Mendelian parents should not be there. Mendelian means who are connected with the genes. So they should not be connected for at least 4 to 6 generation. They should not have any common ancestor. And such mating will produce the offspring known as outcross. So this is the best breeding method to overcome the inbreeding depression, right? So to increase the milk production, growth rate. So suppose they are having hampered fertility, hampered growth rate, or hampered, you can say productivity. So for that, we will go for the outcrossing. So outcrossing will actually overcome the inbreeding depression, right? So one single outcross, NEET question, even single outcross is sufficient to overcome the inbreeding depression, right? So second type of outbreeding is crossbreeding, means in which we are using the superior male of one breed mated with the superior female of another breed. And the combination of the 2 breeds is known as crossbreed. Example is Hizardale. Hizardale is the best example here, right? So Hizardale is a new breed of the sheep which was developed in Punjab, NEET question, and crossing Bikaneri ewes and Merino Rams. So this is the male sheep, Rams is the male sheep, and Bikaneri ewes is the female sheep, right? So progeny hybrid animals may themselves be used for the commercial production. So I have already told you that they are very, very having the superior character of both the offspring, right? So both the parents, right? So both the parents are superior and their offspring will be more superior to them, right? So that is what exactly we are doing here. So this is Bikaneri ewes, this is Merino Rams, and this is how Hizardale look like. So you can see it is having the character of both, very tall, very furry, right? In this method, interspecific means this is the third type of outbreeding. We are using 2 different species to form the offspring. So the example is the this horse and the donkey. So we have got the hinny, right? We have got this mule. So that is the product of these animal itself. So now we are going to see the artificial insemination, which is again the part of method of animal breeding, right? So what are the method of animal breeding? So first part is artificial insemination. Sometime what happens, suppose we want the sperm of the superior breed, and suppose that superior breed is staying in other part of the nation or other part of the the other country. So what we will do, we cannot bring that bull here, we cannot bring that male cattle here. So we will just bring the sperm, we will store the sperm and bring it there in the other country, because it is easy to transport, easy to carry. And we can use the single sample to inseminate many females cattle, right? So that is the advantage of artificial insemination. semen is collected from the superior male that is chosen as a parent, and we are injecting it in the reproductive tract of the selected female, who are the superior female, by the breeders. So semen, single sample of the semen, so semen is basically preserved, can be frozen and used later, and it can also be transported easily in the frozen form, whereas the female is housed, where female is housed, and in this way desirable mating are carried out. So artificial insemination help us to overcome several problem of normal mating, because sometime when we are breeding two different, when we are mating two different breeds, they don't want to breed, this is not natural to them, so it becomes so difficult for them to mate. So it is overcoming the this normal mating problems. Secondly, it is easy to transport. So suppose we have the very best variety in different countries, so we will just carry their sperm in the frozen state, that is the stored state, right? Second way of animal breeding is the MOIT, multiple ovulation, as the name suggests. Many ovum, generally in one cycle one ovum is released and one baby is produced, but here we are artificially inducing that female to produce 6 to 8 eggs per cycle. That is the super ovulation, means more than natural production, right? So often the success of crossing mature male and female animal is fairly low, even though artificial insemination is carried out. So to improve the chance of successful production of hybrid, often are also used. So how to increase the improvement of hybrid? So this is to make them more superior or more improved. So in this method, cow is administered with the FSH activity like hormone, so that FSH means follicle stimulus, so that it will stimulate many hormones, many follicles, and it will produce many eggs in one cycle. So 6 to 8 eggs are produced per cycle, which is known as super ovulation. And this is done due to artificial injection of the FSH like hormone, right? Then this animal is either mated with the elite bull or artificially inseminated. After that, all the eggs, 6 to 8 eggs will be fertilized, right? And when they reaches at 8 to 32 cell stage, they will be taken out from the female body non-surgically with some instrument, and will be put to the other mother, right? So suppose we are having a lot of surrogate mother who doesn't have the good gene, so we just want to use them to carry the baby. We want to use their womb to carry the baby, right? So obviously they are carrying the baby of other animals or other cattle. So the genetic mother is now ready for another cycle, another ovulation. So in this way we can produce superior variety in less time, more superior variety in less time, right? So the genetic mother is available for another round of super ovulation. So that's why genetic mother is not pregnant, we are not doing her pregnant, but we are just putting out all the or carrying out all the embryo and putting it in the surrogate mother. So that genetic mother is used for super ovulation many times. So this is how exactly it's done. So now this using this MOIT technique, many cattle like rabbit, buffaloes, mares, sheep are produced. High yielding breeds of female and high quality lean meat with less lipid meat yielding bulls have been bred successfully to increase the herd size in a shorter time. This is the advantage of the MOIT. So we just want to produce a cow with high milk production. We want to produce the bull who will give us good quality of milk, good quality of meat, right? So you can imagine that we are using them, and and also MOIT is used to increase the size of the herd, right? Herd size means animal size, right? Their numbers, we can increase their numbers in shorter time. Now another farm management is the poultry farm management, in which we are domesticating the fowls, birds, which are used for their meat and the eggs. So we're using them for the meat and the eggs, and they typically include chicken, ducks, and then we are having turkey and geese. So the word poultry is often used to refer to the meat of only these birds, but in the more general sense, it may be referred to the meat of other birds too. So they are eating the meat of many birds, right? So they have just referred these birds, but obviously they are eating the meat of other animals, other birds also. And then again, how to do the poultry farm management, they also require the disease free environment, suitable breeds. Suitable means proper superior breeds, proper safe farm condition, proper feeding habit, water, hygiene, healthcare, vaccination, everything is important for them. Now we are just going to start with the honeybee. Obtaining honey and bee wax is called as apiculture. We are rearing, caring the honeybee, right? So honeybees are living in the colonies and they are polymorphic, means they are present in various forms. So first is the queen bee, female fertilized. This is the only fertilized female in the full hive, in the whole hive, right? This is the fertilized female which is laying egg. Drone is formed parthenogenetically. It is haploid male. Females are always diploid. Haploid male, why? Because it is formed parthenogenetically, formed from the ovum only, no sperm is required to form it, right? So it is haploid, parthenogenetically produced male, which will mate the female. It will just donate the sperm. And worker bees having so many caste, having a lot of functions to keep the beehive clean, or to provide the nuts, or to provide all the services to the queen and her offspring, right? So these are the sterile female. Diploid sterile means non-fertile female, and they are performing various activity, various duties in the hive. Next, when we talk about Apis indica is the common type of bee found in India. And bees are good pollinators also, especially in the crop field of apple, pear, and sunflower brassica. So they are just pollinating the flowers. So we should keep the hive in the field, crop field, so that we'll get the two benefit. One is the increased pollination efficiency, and second, they will give us the good honey production, right? Crop, good crop production plus good honey production. We are getting two benefit out of that. So apart from this, honeybee also produce honey, which is the highly nutritive and medicinal value. Bee wax, which is used in the different cosmetics and polishes, right? And next, honeybee are reared in brood chambers artificially. So how the brood chambers look like? So like it is the brood chamber. It's a box-like structure which is open from outside, so that bee will enter in the brood chambers. So these are the foundation. These are the hexagonal pockets which we are sticking here in the in the box, right? Which is also known as comb foundation. So in those comb foundation, we are coating it with the wax sheet, so that they will consider it their beehive, and bee will start, coming there and depositing honey in it, and we artificially then we just remove. We will just after the honey is stored there by the honeybee, we will just empty them by different method, and we will just take all the honey and commercialize it, right? So when sufficient honey has been stored, these combs are removed and honey is extracted, right? So that is what we do, and these are brood chambers, are basically the artificial honeybee that we are creating for them, right? So that they will come here, deposit the honey, and we will eat it or commercialize it. That is what we want with this honeycomb. Next is the what is the important things required for the apiculture? Knowledge of the nature and habits of the bee. This is so much important, right? So that we can get the huge benefit. Selection of the suitable location for keeping the beehives. Catching and hiving of the swarm is very important, so that we will catch them and put them in the artificial chamber, and they will start forming the colony over there, right? Handling and collection of honey and bee wax is again should be there. Next is the fisheries and pisciculture. Fisheries means catching and processing, selling all the aquatic plants and animals. And pisciculture or fish farming means we are breeding and rearing fishes only, right? So here we are, fisheries means we are rearing, caring all the aquatic plants and animals, whereas pisciculture or fish farming is only rearing, caring the fishes. So you have to remember these two definitions. Some are the inland or freshwater fishes, and some are the marine water fishes, right? So catla, rohu, common carp, these are freshwater. Marine is hilsa, sardine, mackerel, pomfret. So you have to remember this is the other one, right? Marine fishes. So fisheries is very important for the Indian economy, because many fishermen and farmers are dependent on them, right? So they are just catching the fish and selling it in the market, so that they can actually earn the economy, right? They can earn for themselves. So it is the main source of the livelihood. And we as the fish increasing of the fisheries demand, different techniques are used to increase their production also. Artificially the fish production is increased, right? So how to artificially increase it, it's not in our text, we are not doing it in detail. So aquaculture and pisciculture is to increase the production of the aquatic plants and animals. So you know what is pisciculture. Aquaculture means we are increasing the aquatic plants and animals mainly, right? So that is something which you have to remember. So aquaculture is the breeding, rearing, caring aquatic plant and animals both. And fisheries are pisciculture is the fish farming to obtain the fish and the fish product as a food. So you have to remember. See, in our NCRT they have given this controversial definition, no? So in the first part, no, they are not giving the controversy. It's true, right? So aquaculture or fisheries, you have to remember what is fisheries and aquaculture. Rearing, so mainly fisheries means rearing, caring of aquatic animals mainly. Aquaculture means rearing, caring plant, aquatic plant and animals. And when you talk about pisciculture or fisheries, mainly, sorry, pisciculture or fish farming, mainly fish production, right? So you have to remember what is aquaculture, what is the fish farming or pisciculture, and then we are having third fisheries, right? So in fisheries, mainly we are, rearing, caring all the aquatic animals, edible aquatic animals. So now this fishery industry is flourishing in our country, because I have told you that farmers are earning, this is the only earning of the farmers, so we have to increase the production of the fishes, known as the blue revolution. Blue revolution means artificially we are increasing the production of the fishes. How? Again, in the female fish we inject FSH, they will be producing many egg, and then we are releasing this males there, they are releasing this sperm, external fertilization happening, and a lot of the fishes are produced in that ways, right? So artificial production is happening to increase the fish production, right? So that's all. So this was very short chapter, I hope you like it. We have summarized everything with these beautiful notes that you are getting, right? So you don't have to give up, you don't have to lose that motivation, right? So you have to do your best daily, that is the important thing, and don't think about the result. So have a great day, kids, and I hope you will be watching all the lectures, right? So have a great day, see you all.